Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. It is Friday. Happy Friday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going great. Sun is shining. We made it a whole nother day. It's a beautiful thing. You made it through the week. Feeling good? I hope you're feeling good. I'm feeling good. It was a little bit more of a chiller. I say chiller kind of week. It really wasn't chiller. I still had a lot to do, but just not as much as I normally do because we had a lot of leftovers. Oh my goodness, that ham lasted. It's still in there. It's still in the freezer. It's like we have a lot left over, which is, hey, that's a good thing. That was a great thing for the price that we paid. I'm like, wow, we cooked 2 hams, but the price of the 2 would have been like one of the bone ones at the store that are just the same price, and we wouldn't have gotten that much meat off it. So very, very thankful for that. So didn't have to do a whole lot this week. I'm like, okay, but today we're celebrating Greg's birthday today, and so we want to make some good for now, something new, something yummy, something he enjoys. And so I'm going to get started on that this morning. And then my focus is going to be to do a homemade banana split bar. Now, we've bought in the little jars, the Smucker's jars at the store, because who doesn't love a great banana split bar with all the toppings, right? Oh, yeah. So I bought, it's been a while. I don't even know if we got some here. We probably did, but I know I bought them in the mountains. I bought like a pack on Amazon. They were like almost $2.50, $3 for a jar of that stuff. And it was okay. And now, after I had it recently, I don't even know when it was. I was like, wow, it tastes really, really yucky. And I'm like, surely I can make that homemade. And so I think what happened is I couldn't buy the pineapple. Why can't you buy pineapple topping? I don't know. It was like a shortage of it or something back then. And so I made it myself, and I'm like, wow, this tastes great. So then the strawberry didn't taste that good. The chocolate didn't taste like my chocolate syrup. And I'm like, so this time I'm like, you know what? Instead of spending all this money, I looked up the price. They were $2.50 at Walmart. Couldn't even get pineapple, and they were $5 for probably about the amount that I'll make today. So I'm like, I'm going to save our family a whole lot of money, and it's going to taste better. It's economical. It's recession proof. You can still enjoy the food that you normally have, just making it yourself. That's the way to beat this whole recession, this whole way that the world is like making you feel like you can't spend any money, you can't have enough money for food. You can. You just got to make it, get creative, and make it yourself. So we're going to have a great day. You ready for some good food? All right, let's go. Okay, one thing we're going to do is I'm going to be doing some steak tonight, ribs, and hamburgers. Yes, I'm making a variety because not everybody loves steak, not everybody loves ribs, and not everybody loves, well, they don't love those two, but they like burger. So I thought, why don't we'll do burgers on the grill, which would be really nice. But I'm going to do, first, I'm going to make some hamburger buns because I don't have any. I'm completely out. So I put right here, we make ours from scratch. I do buy them at the store, but I made these ones from scratch. And so this is 1 cup of warm water, 2 tablespoons of warm water, 1 cup and 2 tablespoons of warm water. I put in 2 tablespoons of yeast, a 1/4 cup of sugar, and I'm going to do a 1/3 cup of oil. Don't you love it when your coconut oil is liquidy? I don't know. We lived in the mountains, and there was only, I was thinking, was my coconut oil ever not liquidy? No, I don't think it ever was. Honestly, it was soft, but not liquidy. And we moved to Florida, and I'm like, wow, maybe it's just the coconut oil. Like maybe it was my old stuff. Maybe we ruined it when we put it in the moving truck. And then, no, my coconut oil is liquidy. Liquidy. So our house definitely, I mean, I don't keep my air up too much. It's 1/3 of that. I keep my air on like 75 during the day. That's 75, 77. We got to set it in the morning to be on, and during the night we're sleeping about 75, and then during the day we do about 77. So just to, cut down electric bill and then feel a little not so frozen because we go outside and go swimming. Otherwise, you're super comfy, right? So, okay, this is going to go in here. Let this sit for about 5 minutes. Let me turn it on for a minute.
Good.
We'll let this pick up my mess. While that's sitting for a minute, I'm going to get my potatoes here. I'm going to do potato salad. That's something he requested. So I dug through my potatoes there because I bought like the russet ones. So they were all on the bottom of my yellow ones. So I'm going to put these over here. We're going to boil them. I've really rinsed them off. That's it. Rinsed them off and just put them in the pot. Very simple. And then I've got some eggs here because we're making Grandma Stevens with potato salad. It's a good salad. All you do is take your eggs through. Put those in here. I think if we get, I do some eggs for the weekend. Just thinking ahead to the weekend. Yeah, let me get some egg salad over here. Not egg salad. Let me get the eggs out of the refrigerator over here. And we'll do some more. This is the greatest little thing. Greatest tool. One of my viewers got this because eggs, I don't even know, the deviled egg syndrome, just the hard-boiled eggs and then it just sticking out all the time like crazy. And this has been a game changer. A game changer. So chocolate eggs. We pretty much get foolproof eggs. There's a few times that I might not. Maybe I don't use this container because I don't bring it on. I guess the water, not exact. Or I just crack the top of that so to see how that does. Oops. There we go. So that's perfect. Right there, and then put them in water. The only other way that I found that it works out really well, it turns out really well, is by using a pressure cooker, like your Instapot. But I just don't. I don't have that anymore because I didn't save it moving here because it was something we didn't even use. Feeling like it's a little light. There we go. Okay, so in here, this is set. So now what I'm gonna do is we add egg. I forgot an egg and salt. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is add one egg in here and a teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna turn it up so it can kind of mix it. Sometimes that yolk does not want to break up because, it's basically stirring it, so it's not going to break. So it's kind of break up in your fork. There we go. All right, that's doing its thing right there. What I'm going to do next is right here. These are Greg's favorite cookies. He likes the Nestle brand, but Sam's Club has the Pillsbury for cheaper. So I'm going to make some of these so I can put them for tonight for the ice cream bar, and then also to have a stash for him for his treat. Because when he has them like something, you make it for them. So let me just, these go in the oven. Real simple. Don't do anything. All right, well, the cookies are in the oven. The next thing I'm going to get going is the ribs. Now, everybody likes them different ways. Greg's had them lots of different ways. He's had them on the smoker, he's had them on the grill, he's had them in the crock pot. Crock pot is where he wants them. So I'm going to put those in here, season them up, and just cook them low and slow in the crock pot. Could have got the other crock pot up, but I feel like this long one will be good, so I just keep pushing it down. It's still a little frozen. Not too bad. Okay, let's go out here. So guys, put some more ice in there because I know it's getting warm in there. So just check them. They still got a few more minutes to go. Get my bricks out. We're doing good. Okay, we're moving right along, waiting for the cookies to come out. The dough is rising. Eggs, I just put in the ice bath. Ribs are cooking. I'm going to stir on my ice cream toppings right now. So now we do make the chocolate syrup, which you guys have seen me do before. We love it. It's more liquidy, like the Hershey syrup in a bottle. So now I'm going to make some hot fudge topping like you would buy in the jar. So I'm going to just put the ingredients into my not my mixing bowl, the bowl on the stove, the pot on the stove. Now this one, you're going to add 3/4 cup of sugar, and then you're going to add 4 tablespoons of butter. And 6 tablespoons of cocoa. And then you're going to add the secret ingredient here is corn syrup. I don't know about secret, but it makes it thicker. Okay, we're going to bring something and let this heat up. We might make double that. I just have to see here. We'll see what it looks like. I know we'll like the hot fudge stuff, but we might like the Hershey syrup stuff better. So we'll mix this one up and taste it. All right, listen, boiling over here, you want it to let it come to a boil for like 1 minute, and you stir it. And then you're going to add, then you're going to add some vanilla extract. Hold on, I got a bunch right there. Let's see. There you go. And the reason why I was going to do 2 is because I might do the other one peanut buttery, just to do something a little bit different. Basically stir, let it keep for a minute. Did you ever walk into like a ice cream parlor where they make like the chocolate? I'm thinking like, what's that place called? The ice cream place we go to. It's up north of Michigan. They have North Carolina in here. I can't think of the name of it right now. This is what happens when you get older. The ice cream parlor. Whatever the ice cream name place is. I'm just sitting here thinking, I'm like, what is the name of the place we would get ice cream in North Carolina? It's from Upper Michigan, and they've moved on and done places everywhere. I'm just thinking what it's called. But when you walk in there, they make homemade fudge. They make all their candy. It's delicious, and the homemade cones. And it just smells so good. So that's my kitchen smelling today. And a little bit of ribs and eggs. Okay, so this will let cool. Let me get up. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to put these in. Let's see. I got to go figure out what I'm going to stick all the toppings in. Probably won't be very aesthetic, but that's okay. And that's real life. The plastic ones? I don't even know if I have enough of that. Now, that does have, like, the fudgy taste. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, when you get the jar, it's fudgy. I like more than syrup. So I was looking at our refrigerator. I think I'm going to make more chocolate syrup. So I'll have one of these. This will be good. But we do use chocolate syrup for so many things. So many things. So I think I'm just going to put everything right back in here. We're going to be adding, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do this again, but just do it a little bit different. I was just thinking, I'm like, what should I make? More than that peanut butter, but the hot fudge will be good. Trust me, the hot fudge will be good. But I think this will be, and if it doesn't get eaten, we'll use this as well. I hope that makes sense. All right, so into your pot, you're using lots of sugar. Yes, you are. And then you're going to do 3 cups sugar, 1 cup of cocoa powder. You got 1 cup in there. And then you're going to add in a teaspoon of salt. Water. Okay, so if I bring you over here, getcha. I did replace I got a new stand, so I'm thankful for that. Waiting on my part for my camera, my other one. That'll be here, I don't even know. It came from overseas, so you would think that you'd be able to get the parts here. Well, you can, but they're very, very expensive. This is another one overseas. So I'm just waiting for it. It said it made it to custom, so hopefully it'll get here. Okay, so this is good. We like this one. Like I said, I don't mind hot fudgy flavor. That's delicious too. But the syrup, the syrupy one I feel like is a little bit better. Hold on. It's that light. There we go. We start cut off the lights. These are done. Yeah. Shade. Still a little hard. I just totally smashed my cookies there. Oops, that's okay. Forgot a smashed cookie. So stir this up. This one could, go over the pan when it comes to a boil, so you gotta be careful. And it's really delicious. Go keep making our toppings. That's the beautiful thing. Okay, this is going to come to a boil, so you can let this boil for a few minutes here. You got to watch it. This will, like, overflow all of your stove. I was like, well, that doesn't happen. Oh, yeah, it happens, especially using a smaller pot here. So I'm going to let it come to a boil here. I'm going to boil for about, I think it's 3 minutes. And then we'll shut it up. It'll make nice. This is really good. It's probably the amount of sugar. Yeah, like 3 cups of sugar. That's a lot of sugar. It's almost double the liquid, but that's what makes the Hershey good, I guess. That's right. So this will be good. Doing cookies in between. I keep like, all right, get my next thing out. I'm just going to keep moving up Reuben. Finish up this boil here. And then you got to add vanilla extract. I took that out so I wouldn't forget it. Potatoes, I strained out the water out of it, drained out the water. You're going to want to, if you put it into cold water, it'll peel the skins off real easy, but I'm just not there yet. I'll do that in just a minute. So I'll let this boil. My timing mess up. I should watch my camera's got a timer on it. Now, you know how recipes go by minutes, like the no-bake cookies, and nothing turns out. You're like, why get your thermometer? Remember, the no-bake cookies are, what are they, 230? Well, candy syrup, sugar syrup, to make it pourable, you want it to go to 230. So where are we at? We are at 218. So it might be more than 3 minutes. It just depends on your stove. It depends on your kitchen. It depends on the humidity and wherever you live. That's what I found. So thermometer works great. I never discovered a thermometer until later in my cooking career. And my cooking venture, and realized, wow, how much better a thermometer is. My chicken, I would cook it so hard till it was like just right, and just to like make sure, and then some, then it'd be real hard. Now I make chicken good because it's so hard. I have to cook it to death. You heard, see how that's going to bubble up here? Can you feel it? That's going to want to come over. So you just got to keep stirring it to make sure it doesn't go over. So what's your favorite ice cream toppings? Like, do you love a banana split? What's something you love on yours? For myself, I think it'd be the pineapple. And that's weird because I can't hardly find the pineapple. I usually get it on Amazon. I can't say it's not everywhere else. So what would be your favorite? But then, you know what, though? I'm sorry. And then I'm going on a tangent. Greg and I, usually our date nights, we will do Culver's and get their custard. And we like their strawberry it's basically Hershey syrup on top. I think that's really good. Just something simple that's hot, but delicious. So I don't know. I would say, but I guess if I had to choose a banana split, I would make sure it's got pineapple. Pineapple and nuts. I feel like nuts do it. I'm almost ready for nuts. I got those over there. So that's boiling away here. We're still waiting. So pineapple and nuts would be mine. So let me know your favorite ice cream topping. So I'm excited to do the banana splits. I'm glad I got my ice cream at Sam's Club because that was fairly much cheaper than Walmart for the amount. And then we got all the toppings. And when they come today, it'll be great. Because you always are like, it's like 40. I think I hit up the price. It's like $2.50 a jar. So I figured 2 jars each. So that's like 5 for chocolate, 5 for caramel, 5 for strawberry, 5 for pineapple. That's what, $20, right? 5, 10, that's $20 just for the toppings. That's not including the ice cream. That's crazy. And just a little bit of time today making this, it's already going to be made and good. It's like, it doesn't want to go past 220 until it boils the hard in my pot. Let me add a little bit of this right into it.
And what's in it?
And then we'll let this sit for a minute and I'll put it in a container. It's done a bit toasted in place right here. We'll let that cool because I'm going to make my caramel in there. But the next thing we'll do is our nuts. Let me trade our battery out here. Okay, something else I'm going to do is take chopped nuts. Delicious, like chopped nuts. I feel like we're naked. So I've got these couple of carrots here. I'm going to pour these in here. You know, and I'm going to do these and I'm going to do, I mix these with it. Cashews. Will anybody notice that there's cashews mixed in? Mostly my family's smart. Let's just throw these in here because I feel like they would. I'll let you know if anybody says, Mom, there's something to like peanut. We mix crowd flavor. You wouldn't know the difference, right? I got those package of cashews I bought, and I just did not. They're more like, I don't know, I guess a whole cashew, like maybe. I just didn't really care for them to munch on. They tasted more like pot to me, so look at that. Crushed up peanuts, that's a whole lot from the store. I know I got the discount store, so whatever the price was actually, what is this discount store? Say we're orange. The plan is, I think, pretty sure. So now they're topping. Okay, the next thing I put in here is pineapple. I was not able to get crushed pineapple for whatever reason at the stores. So what I'll do is just put these in here, grind it, and see how they do. I'm assuming, they'll just grind out. That's not, and hopefully, we'll see. I know it'll get like foamy and bubbly, so I'll let it sit for a little bit. Perfect. Actually, let me get the pot out. I'm thinking, so I'm going to make like a topping, so basically going to add sugar to it. Like sugar and like cornstarch to make it thick. Yeah. So I might as well heat it all up. But let's put one more in here. I'm going to do 3 cans, so I would be doing like, what do they call it, 3 jars of this. Because one of those things is, you go to all this trouble making it, why not have it? It'll last forever. It's going to last forever for months, peppers, or we get out before then. Perfect. All right, for this one, I'm going to do the 3 cans of pineapple, and we're going to add 1 whole cup of sugar in here. 1 whole cup of sugar. Yeah, you're not saving any kind of sugar for this. You're using good. Okay, I got to get my lemon juice out and cornstarch. Okay, for this, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons cornstarch, and I just washed it. Let me dry it. 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. You can do the cornstarch right in here because it's so cold. As it gets hot, it'll get thick. This will be really good. Could you use fresh pineapple? Absolutely. Make sure you guys squeeze. That'd be 1, 2. That's about right. Once in a while, I always think, I should measure up. So I usually don't measure anything. So I always think, if I could measure it, what would it actually be? Okay, let me put this over here. Okay, so then you want to stir this obviously before it gets warm, because then that cornstarch can mix in it. This cornstarch, if you add it to a warm liquid, it's going to be chunky. Perfect. That'll be really good. Very simple. So easy as this to do. Very simple, easy to do. Save you a whole lot of money. What was my can? They were $1.50 for 1 can of pineapple. If you figure in the cost of sugar and cornstarch, it's not that much. So those jars are at least $2.50. Notice how the skinnier jars. Come sweep a stride. Okay, I did put the chocolate into the same jar with the other stuff. I know it probably goes against everybody's life because like pouring sugar on top of old sugar, none of that's going to last more than a week. Like we usually make chocolate syrup fairly regularly in our house because everybody likes it. So I poured some in a small jar. I was going to do a big giant jar, but I want to be able to have a jar for like my other stuff that I'm going to have to store in there. So it's good. This is going to come to boil. I'm going to wash my pot out so I can get caramel going. Okay, Okay, so you want this to, it's coming to a boil, but you want it to get clear. If you know, it's like the jelly stuff will kind of clear up. It'll kind of like the edges are clear. You want the rest of that to look like that. So we're going to let this boil for a little bit. Okay, that's, I'll let it do its thing. It's about 8 minutes. So I'm going to let that sit. Let's come over here. Let's do the caramel syrup. So what you want to do for this one, you're going to be adding into your sauce today. We're going to be using brown sugar. So I'm going to do 2 cups, right? 2 cups of brown sugar. The brown sugar has that molasses in it, and it will be caramely. 2 cups of this. 1 cup of butter. Let me go get that in the refrigerator. And again, we're not going for healthy here. Seriously, 2 sticks of this. I know it's not healthy. It's not healthy at all. No, it's not at all. And then milk. I can get half a cup of milk. Let me get my milk. Oh, half a cup. That's a half a cup of milk. Got this on the stove. Okay, we're gonna let this come to a boil for 1 to 2 minutes right here. This is looking good. The more you let this cook, the thicker it'll be. It reminds me of like my apple pie topping for the strawberry pretzel dessert. And this is going to be good. You know, I noticed yesterday something. I know that you can make your own brown sugar, and people be like, no, it's not the same. It is the same. And you know how you take sugar and you just grind it up with molasses? It makes your own brown sugar. Why do I not do this? I don't know. Back in the day I did. Back in the day I used to make powdered sugar as well. Will I do it again? Maybe. I think you just get like, what's the word? Not lazy, complacent, and you just buy it. So I might make it again. We'll see. But how do you know that brown sugar is not brown sugar? Make a sugar syrup. I did that yesterday for the first time. I don't know why I stopped the first time. But as it's boiling, because you put a lot of water in there, you can literally see the brown come off of the white sugar. And you can see all the white sugar in the bottom of your pan. So then you can know it's just regular sugar. So I'm like, doesn't that interesting to stage that? So yeah, maybe I will make my own. I don't know. It is more, obviously, and it is cheaper to make it with molasses. So maybe that will be something. I do not put this anymore. Powdered sugar was one of those things you can do it in your blender. I haven't tried it in many, many, many years. I found when I did it that way, it still was kind of grains. It worked in a pinch. That was the reason why I discovered it, but it just wasn't the best. So maybe the brown sugar I'll leave off my list. Maybe it will be. We'll just see. But I did notice it yesterday. I was like, oh yeah, there's the separation of the molasses and the sugar. It's all good. Let me see. And 1 batch I'll cook. Then we're doing good. So we've got, which is fun. So I gotta do strawberries, one of those. The other things, you got chocolate, hot fudge, chocolate, caramel, or caramel, depending where you're at. And then we'll have pineapple, and I'll do the strawberries. Next, get those in there. And I got nuts. I'm gonna make some whipping cream. Is that it for stuff? I think that's it for toppings. If we're doing so good, I gotta finish making food here. My eggs, I keep putting eggs in water, or ice in the water to keep it nice and cold. Some cat. There you go. See how that's clear? See that right there? How it's kind of, you can see it's clear. It's not as cloudy. I feel like I'm going to shut this one off. Now, this will thicken as it sits. So watch that. This right here, it's got to come to a boil. It's got to melt all that butter. So we'll let that do its thing. Let's go over here. Okay, while that's boiling, I'm going to put my cookies away here. I believe in treats just for your husband. I know. Probably when I was first married, I was like, oh, that's not fair. Put them out for everybody. But then I was one of those moms that, like, you know, one kid got a birthday present and then the younger child got one too. I know. I've come a long way. It's hard. Oh, hey, Google. Hey, Google, shut up. Off. So I've come a long way. It's different with grandkids, though. Grandkids, you definitely don't want to leave anybody left out. You know how that is. So I'm good, but tell my husband, I'm just going to leave these cookies for him. Have cookies away before the kids even come down. They're like, what did kids smell? But some I got a little bit like that one. I ate it. I'll leave out one for everybody. And he's a sharer. He gives to everybody too. But as his wife, I feel like you should have treats just for your husband. That's good to do. Just like you should have your own snack stash for yourself as a mom. Because my kids get lots of snacks. I was just talking to my kids the other day and talking to Autumn. I'm like, the amount of times that you've gone to Busch Gardens since we lived here, it's crazy. I'm like, I went to Cedar Point like once when I was in high school. And like you said, to Busch Gardens, because I've been 3 times. 3 times since we lived here. That's good. It's good. They definitely, and they eat out a lot because their activities take them out. And so they eat with friends and they're out getting snacks all the time. So I'm always like, it's just different. So since we're the ones at home, I like to have some little treat shifts. I think that's important to do. You know, it's like, sure, you can go out buy things. And we bought things, we'll get them out. But when we can make something with love a little bit, does that a little bit, a lot, does it get thanks? So look at that. All of these cookies in here. I'm not going to leave any out. Frozen. Right? Flaminess? I did remember that you will work actually the oven. So I think I will get those up. It's really uncut here. Okay. Hot fudge syrup's thickening up a little bit there. This is still pretty hot. Kind of leave it try. Let's go back over here. It grew quiet here out, so everything's like silenced. I just if you have enough, the refrigerator not, there's no noise. This is done. It's got to cool. So I put the 2 containers in that, and that is well over. Well, it's fling it all on the counter. Don't fling it on the counter. No, that's good. Okay. So what I'm going to do next is strawberry sauce. Now I'm thinking to do 2 ways because timer is amazing. I think I'll cut up some. Maybe you should dice. I'm better dicing right versus big chunks of strawberries. Better slice or dice. Thinking through. Okay, we'll just slice them. Slice some to have some whole, and then I'll make some into foams. That'll work that way because we're going to have bananas as well. So let me slice them up, and then we'll do some. And I'll put them in a pan here. We're going to add sugar and lemon juice, and I'll thicken up behind the stove. Looking at our strawberries, and I was like, oh, those look really good. Like I got some Samson, I think they're really good. But these are from Plant City, which is right here. It's about an hour from us. We haven't gone yet at all. We will. We'll figure a way eventually over it. There's so many places we would go. So many places we want to go. So many places we want to see. So everything takes time. And now it's like summertime. You feel like it's the really hot season where you don't want to go anywhere. Like most people would vacation in the summer, right? Because that would be their time to get out and do things. But I think Florida here, it's almost like your winter time. Even though it's summer, it's hot. Like even going pool, it's like we limit the amount that we're out in the sun because we are exposed to that UV rays, which are very high. I think they're at 10, which the max is 11. So we wait till usually later in the day and then go in the pool that way. So, but I was just thinking, I'm like, summer, it's like we don't do as much because it is so toasty. I mean, we'll go to the beach too. I can't wait to go. I think this weekend for Greg's birthday, I think we're going to take the scooters or the bikes and go to the Shark Tooth beach area down there in Venice. We have not been there since before the hurricane. And I believe from reading on social media, the whole beach that we usually go to, Caspersium or however you say it, is like the road to it is just gone. It's just wiped over and gone. And so you can get to the beach, obviously, from walking down the other beaches to get to it. But we'd like to go see how different everything is. They have, I think there's 3 beaches there, 3 or 4. I'm trying to think, like 3 or 4 beaches on that key. So we thought how fun that would be to get on the scooters and be able to go ride around Venice. Venice is really nice. And go see. So we might do that. Maybe I'll bring my camera and do that this weekend. I'll film that for next week for you. So we're thinking of that will be a nice trip out. I like riding. I like going exploring. Even if it's hot, it'll be very nice out. Okay, so this is going to go. Oh, I just flung the top. You don't want the top in there. You don't want the green stuff. Okay, I'll put those in here. So we'll just keep slicing these up. We'll put some up stove here. This will be good. And day's going great. Still early. I have the whole day to kind of relax then. Edit. So I don't have to edit tonight. For the kids, we'll do swimming for a little bit before Greg gets home. They'll have a nice family dinner tonight. Jaden's back from her trip, so she is coming tonight for dinner as well. Okay, let me cut these other ones up here. I think I need a bigger bowl, but we'll put them in these ones. right, strawberries right here. So I kind of smash them a little bit. There's like a green piece right there. Hold that up. Smash them. You want things to come to one. It's like the pineapple. It'll make juice as it cooks. Have that one more tray of cookies to put out. I've had my ribs plugged in here for a little bit. I'm like, why are they not getting like cooked on top? It seems like it's taking a little while to get started. And I realized I unplugged it instead of unplugging the egg timer. So that's all good. So I just plugged it in. Perfect. And my dish is done. This will be it with then I gotta make whipped topping. And I think that's it, right? They're all my good toppings. It'll be a delicious thing to mash these. Immersion blender. Is that wrong to do an immersion blender? I don't want it like pureed, just chunky. And I was just thinking I could have put some in the blender, but let me see if this will do it. That might do it. I don't know. You don't want them too, obviously. I don't want it pure. I want to have some toast in there, so maybe that will do it. We'll leave some big chunks in there. Let's see. Let it come to a boil. It's got to get out clear, just like the other one did. We'll see how that's getting a little bit clearer. We'll let that boil for a few minutes. We'll let that boil. I feel like when I lived in North Carolina, people would say boil like a southern boil. Like how I say my bagel wrong. It's all good. I appreciate different people's way they talk. I love it. It's a good thing. So, okay, my dough is done here. I got to do this too. We're going to do a bunch here. We're going to do a couple things. This is the hamburger bun that I'm going to start mixing up my whipping cream. Now, this was this like $3 or $4? Like probably more $4, right? I don't even know. I have to look it up and see. But the can of whipped stuff was like $3.50 at Walmart. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to take this and still do it cheaper to do it yourself. We're just going to let that whip it till it gets nice, stark, stiff peaks, and then you're going to add some sugar to it. Kind of do it all at once. I feel like I added in after it was whipped. Let me see. Yeah, I'm like, it's been a long time since I used to make this in the mountains all the time. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar. I've used granulated sugar, and I've also used powdered sugar. I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter which one you use. Just set whip, no, and then I'll flavor any swatches. Yeah. Now I can make more. I'm thinking this will be enough for now, but keep this in the refrigerator so we get yucky. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm looking at my list, going chocolate syrup, caramel, pineapple, strawberries, finishing up with cream nuts, cookies. Yay! Got the buns done. I'll probably do fries tonight as well. I'm thinking for like burgers and fries. And I'm gonna do potato salad and corn and eggs right now. Let me feel my eggs. These have to just be rinsed. Let me see. This might just peel right off. Usually if you put it under cold water, it's like that outside skin will just it just peels off real easy. It's not too bad. Basically, we do ours like a mashed potato. I know it's a little bit different than what everybody else has. It's delicious. A whipped potato salad. Your hands will get real gross. If you don't mind your hands get yucky, go ahead and do it this way. Whipped potato salad. It's so good. My mom liked potato salad. And she always make hers that was more yellowy base. And then I think I remember the deli had it. We go, you should remember the deli. Everybody's get food from the deli. And they had like a sour creamy one with red skin potatoes. And that was a little more creamier. And I remember that as a kid, and that wasn't too bad. And then I never had the whipped potato salad until my mother-in-law made it. And that's the only way to make it. So anytime I make it, when we go anywhere for gatherings, everyone's like, oh my goodness, the best tasting stuff ever. I'm like, I know. You would never think whipped potato salad. You just don't even know. So it's good. Okay, I'm going to just be gross. Just basically take your hands and just kind of peel it off. You can do it underwater, however it works. You just don't want I usually do it underwater because these are usually really hot. But mine are not too hot here because I let them sit for a little bit. What a good day. What a great day. I just texted Jane and I said, you can bring your dog. So she smiled. Maxine, she's not very social like kind of dog. And so Nilla was here for the hurricane. Maxine had her melatonin. I have high allergies to fluffy dogs, so it was a little bit more of a struggle, but I didn't want her to. Obviously, where she was going to be dog watching was where the hurricane was going right over her. I'm like, yeah, you can't stay there. That's not safe. Thankfully, everything would have been fine, but it was better to have here. So the dog is so good. The dog is so well behaved and such a good dog. So she brought it over. Was it last weekend? Yes, for Easter, obviously. She was over for Easter, and I said, you can bring Nillo, too. I said, they can just be outside, be friends. And so they were really good together. They ran around the yard. They were very, very good. It was good until they didn't, like Maxine didn't even, like, nothing, just kind of sniffed her. They barked a few times. Like, Nillo doesn't really run around, and she will, but she doesn't like too much where Maxine would be like, why are you running in my zone? And so she should say. Okay, so then they did really good. And then when she left to go out the door, that's the only time Maxine jumped up on her neck and kind of like how she would do to Ruby, like, don't come in the house anymore. Territorial dog is what she is. But Nilo is a boy, so I think that's why it's a little bit better. You get 2 girl dogs. It's like having a bunch of girl teenagers in your household. Never good, Never good for fully hormones and stuff. So, all right, this is good. So I'm just peeling these. I'm not going to show on this because now I'm looking very pretty, but I'm literally just kind of peeling off the skin on here. But this will work. I'll have this done. I'll peel my eggs. My strawberries, I think I'm going to shut them off now. They've been boiling away. I'll put those in a container and call it good for today. And I know we got leftovers from lunch. And we'll be good for TikTok. Let me clean my hands here. The reason I know that's ready, because look at it. See the clearness factor? That's when you know it's good. A little bit of foaming and clear. That's good. So that will thicken up nicely, and then that'll be good. Okay, so this is my potatoes all peeled. I'm gonna get my eggs. Let's do the eggs. Let's just take some time. Let's get the eggs done. I was thinking, you don't have to make full, I think it might be a little, okay. You don't really have to make mashed potatoes and just want them creamy. So if you had leftover potatoes, this would work. So I'm hoping, let me just add milk to it and see if I can get them creamy. These are russet potatoes. So they're a little bit left. Let's see what we can bake out of them here. It doesn't have to be super smooth. Having the chunks in there is good. So what I'm going to do now Grandma Sandy does this. I don't have any. I never have sweet relish or dill relish on here. Never do. what I do have is dill pickles. So what I do is I take my dill pickles, I gotta get another jar, chop up what I have, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of the dill juice to it, sugar, a little bit of sugar to it, mix it up, put it in there with chopped up eggs, Miracle Whip, salt and pepper, onion powder, paprika. Delicious. It's yummy. Celery if you have it. I don't have any ingredients. I'll get some ground onions outside too. It's delicious. Yeah. Anybody else allergies, like through the roof everywhere? Yeah. I don't even know. It's kind of weird. So, anyways, let me mash these eggs, salt and pepper, and Miracle Whip so we can have some egg salad on sandwiches. That'll be very simple. I think the only other thing I'm going to do is I just have that corn. I'm going to cook that corn today, but that'll be later. And I have watermelon. I'm going to cut up the watermelon. That was the other one from Detweiler's. The seeded one, it tasted good, but no one likes it. There's only a few that like seeds. You know how when you have kids and like your older ones, you're like, eat it with the seeds, it won't hurt you. And then you have the younger set of kids and they're like, oh, let me pull the seeds out for you. So you know what I mean? I didn't pull the seeds out, but they just don't eat it. So that is quite all right. I don't really like eating seeds either, so it's good. Okay, this is smashed right here. Look at this. I'm making egg salad. This works great for this. Learn that hack from my mama. Okay. They've got this right here. And that chicken salad got me thinking, I'm going to do the ham salad. Remember I was going to make this yesterday or the other day, but I didn't. How do I do that? Take some ham. We like this with, what's it called? Bologna, but not soft bologna. Soft bologna is gross in my eyes, not for everybody else. And so we would go to the Amish store, and they would use the ends of their, let the side black come out. There we go. Twist it. Fun fact, my neighbor back in Michigan when I was growing up, he was an inventor of pop-up lids on jars. Kind of exciting. So there we go. That's still hard. But anyways, that was just like a little known side fact here. Yes, he invented the pop-up on the jars. I thought that was kind of cool. A little person just lived in there, kind of stayed quiet his life, but did that. So anyways, Amish store would have the lunch meat. They'd use like the ends of it and grind it up and turn it into sandwich bread. I grew up eating it. My mom would make bologna sandwich bread, so I know what that was all about. So ham grinding up is good as well. I just had forgotten, one of my viewers reminded me, and I'm like, yeah, that is really good. So we're gonna do some pepper, a little bit of salt. Let me get some onion. You basically just grind it all up. I'll probably get some green onions, maybe. I'll begin with the pickle juice in there. I think that'll be from. It's just so good. I don't know about the pickles, so the kids will be like, "You, you think she keeps on me? She wants to come in. She's like, I want you to be some out money. Let me grind it. Dog. Perfect. Can you put the Miracle Whip in? Sorry, can I put the Miracle Whip right in? I could, right? I'm just thinking, should I do that? I think it would mix up good. All right, so put some of this in there. It's so good. It's so delicious. Sandwich spread. I know it doesn't look very appealing, but it's really good for sandwiches. It is. I'm sure it's delicious. Wow. Oh my goodness, that ham, bones. So that ham was good to begin with. Oh, that's a real, I found I need to make another one of those. I got everything out. You might as well do it. Let me get a bigger container. Skinny. So that's delicious. Wow. Someone told me use ham, and I have forgotten. Some ham is quite some time. Delicious. Yeah, that's what we do with ours. Hams. All right, getting there next to it. Smells it. Right there, ham. And then we're gonna put some pickles in there. Like juice. Pickles. I'm probably end up using this full jar. It's all right. Miracle. Can I do the miracle? Let's see if we just throw it all in here at once. Let's see if we can save ourselves some steps. Miracle. Pepper. Sweet salt. And the lid. A little bit left in the bag. I do have some more macaroni salad right in my bag. Some with the food on. Wow, look at the kid. They're waiting. Look at she's like right here. She's like, Mommy, can you give me something? Let me give her a little piece of ham here. Want some ham? No. How dare you not give me any? Okay, that's delicious. Delicious. I probably can will that fit a small container? So I can use this for watermelon. Let me kind of clear my mess here, and then we'll get out. Doing so good. Buns are in the oven. So this was my egg salad. This is the ham salad. I was able to put it in here. So these are in the refrigerator. This would be great with bread for lunch. I was thinking, okay, should I go to my garage and grab another loaf of bread? Okay, so the other thing to do is cut up watermelon. Let me grab that. Now, I didn't have to do other things like the corn and then the fries and cook the stuff in the grill, obviously. But this stuff is what I'm going to get done now. Oh, my toppings look yummy and delicious. We'll put lids in this. Let me go to a bowl to stick all this in. I was fixing that knife somewhere over there, so we're going to use this one. Let's see if I can cut through it. Let's see. This is the one from Detweiler's that I was hoping was good. Oh, what dang that. That's not bad. The tree test. These were local Florida watermelons. Oh, oops, I cut that wrong. Those don't look too bad at all. Wasn't delicious. Yes, I would say very sweet, very good. The other one, it was okay. This was really sweet. So first watermelon, Florida, winner. Back down. Perfect. Okay, I went to go get my ice cream toppings. I don't like the way the caramel one here is separating. So we are going to reboil that because see how the butter, it's fake butter, it's water they should put it, is separating from it. So let me bring that to a boil. See if we can make that a little bit thicker. Okay, so that was the only one that's a little bit separated. So maybe we should let it boil longer. And that was a recipe I found online. Probably not the, okay, look at this. Right here. This is pineapple. So thick that is. Yeah, that's, I know that's good. We'll try better that. Yeah. Very, very good. The strawberry is really full, so I don't want to pick that up. That's still setting up. But it is getting thicker. It's still pretty warm. The more you let it set, that's already cool. This is still pretty warm, but that's going to be good, right? Oh, so good. Strawberries. And then this, I think, is, look how thick that is. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's the thick Hershey syrup. No, that's more like the hot fudge sauce, which when you eat it, and it tastes like hot fudge sauce. Now, this one is going to be more like the syrup. It will thicken up a little bit as it kind of cools here. But this is more like the twisted stuff. This is going to just can make this every single week delicious. All right, we're going to let that come to a boil. See if that helps. The only thing I bought that was not homemade was maraschino cherries. I probably could make these. I'm sure I can. I just don't even know if cherries are in. I'm pretty sure cherries are in a certain season. Almost positive. So I think I'd have to buy them in season and then do them this way. But I remember these are like $3.62 for this little tiny jar. I always forget about it until like later. Sam's Club has a big giant can of that, I think, for a lot cheaper. So that's okay. All right. So this, I'm going to leave my hot fudge out because I don't want that to get thickened. This is boiling up because this is good. The only other thing, like I said, is going to be the corn, the burgers, and the fries. And we will cook those up. I had to wash this later when it's getting closer to. I need the lid for this, which, let me look, probably a pile of dishes. So we'll put that out when it gets closer. We're letting this come back to a boil here. And let me see. Yeah, I feel like it just needs to thicken. It was just really separate. I was like, So I actually read through the recipe. It was just on all recipes, and somebody said they added new milk, and it ran for 10 minutes. I didn't let it. The longer you let it cook, the thicker it gets. Yes, I just didn't do it very long. That was my own fault. So we'll let that boil here, and then we'll just keep stirring it. So anytime my rolls are done, look at those. My rolls, my hamburger buns. Gage. These are great hamburger buns. Look at homemade hamburger buns. Make some of these. These are really good. This will be good for dinner. Okay, I really let that boil, and I'm pretty sure it got thick. We'll just kind of see how it does. But I am running real quick. I have to run to the post office, thank you for your orders, library, and UPS. I can bring you with me. And then I'll come back, and we'll chill for a little bit. I'll kind of be inside, kind of hot for a little while, and then we'll go out the pool after, and I'll get all my birthday stuff, get all my presents out. my practical presents out. I'll get those out, and then still have a good day. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, I got back and I opened up my mail. And Marie, you sent me this, making sure there's no address. Internationally, the package was slit open. I know, like, sometimes sending overseas, they want to check it. So it was slit open. Hopefully everything's in it. So let me share with you what I got. This is so sweet. Look at this. Dolores, my shepherd. Like, I have to assume she made this. Look at that. I love purple. That is a beautiful bookmark. That is so cute. And look at that. This one. This is beautiful. And it has my name. Love and hugs, Anne Marie. That's so sweet. And then she gave me these. Look at this. I'm assuming this is one for each child. Let me read it for a minute. 1, 2. Look how cute. Man, she's like, who are these for? She goes like, Sue, all of us. They're like little, basically, it's like a little cross. Everything's so bright. There's a little piece of paper in here, and it goes through the magazine. And it says, the cross in my pocket. I carry a cross in my pocket, a simple reminder to me of the fact I'm a Christian, no matter where I may be. This little cross isn't magic, nor is it a good luck charm. It isn't meant to protect me from every physical harm. Okay, let me go back. Jen was taking the trash. So, okay, it says, it's not for identification for all the world to see. It's simply an understanding between my Savior and me. When I put my hand in my pocket to bring out a coin or a key, the cross there remind me of the price he paid for me. It reminds me, too, to be thankful for my blessings day by day and to strive to serve him better in all that I do or say. It is also a daily reminder of the peace and comfort I share with all who know my master and give themselves to his care. So I carry a cross in my pocket, reminding no one but me that Jesus Christ is the Lord of my life, if only I'll let him be. Awesome. That was super sweet. So thank you for those. Those are cute. I'm going to give those, let the kids pick out all their own favorite ones if they want to have. And then I got this right here. This is a keychain. In the little keychain, it says, you are strong enough to face everything, even if you don't feel it right now. After all, you are a rainbow in someone else's cloud. I thought that was beautiful. You know, we all go through things, right? I go through things, you go through things. And no matter what, you don't know that kind of light that you are to other people. You know what I mean? Like, your stuff might be bad. I get it. Life is crazy. Who knows what it is? But it's like being that light to somebody else. It's like, what does it say? You are the rainbow in someone else's cloud. I think that was beautiful. So now I'm going to add it to my keychain. I have one on there. One of my viewers got me one. She believed she could, and she did. And I was just looking at that today thinking, what a beautiful blessing. So I'm going to add that to it as well. And then she got this box of promises. This is really good because I opened it up already to see the package, and like it says, you are truly a wonderful person. I pray that God will be kind to you and will bless you with peace. It has a Bible scripture. You're beautiful in God's eyes. Every time I think of God, of you, I give thanks to my God. These are awesome. Thank you so much, Embry. it was just like a beautiful, beautiful blessing. So I'm going to give those to my kids. I'm going to put these in my Bible. I love purple and have these in here. Thank you so much, Ned. This to my key chain for my little affirmations in my room there. So thank you. That was a very, very sweet, beautiful thing. So, all right. I'm going to keep moving with our day. Jensen's like, it's awful hot outside. I'm like, yes, it's very hot outside right now. So we're just at our chores. We're kind of chilling around for a little bit until the sun kind of comes down a little bit because it's 12:45, super hot, super bright sunshine. Just stay inside where it's safe. It's a great day outside. So we were just kind of waiting for the sun. There's a little bit of cloud. That's good. To kind of cover. I mean, it's almost beside the pool, but I told the kids about 15-20 minutes. So that's about 4 o'clock. And then we can come outside because you just got to wait. I'm going to get the grill uncovered there so we can start grilling. Okay, we've been out having fun in the pool, shooting hoops, just having fun. So here is dinner. Our toppings. We got our burgers, mushrooms right there, buns. We got ribs here. There's a couple steaks. Corn on the cob, like a little bit of mac and cheese left over, fries, potato salad, and watermelon. And Maxine's got her best friend Nilo here, so she's super excited. I know, look at her, she's so excited. Okay, we're gonna eat. Look at who's here. It's Nilo. He's like, oh no, we want Nilo's. Nilo's looking for the food. Oh, look at, he can actually reach the countertop. Oh, but Maxine's not. Yeah, he's a good dog. Maxine's like, don't touch my food. All right, we got dinner done. Delicious. And now we're moving on to ice cream. So we got ice cream, bananas, hot fudgy. Look at that. That's the hot fudgy stuff. Look at that. We got caramel. We got pineapple and strawberry. Real strawberries. I need a spoon here. Look like that. Cherries. I brought up the squeezy chocolate right here. Whipping cream, nuts, and sprinkles. Delicious. We got the birthday. The birthday right here. You got the candle? Oh, Jen's got a lighter. Okay, we're doing the birthday on the ice cream. Ready, Jen? So you want to put that on there? Got the candle? Please. Put the candle on.
Put the candle on, Maddie.
There we go. Okay, right back here. 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you.
Blow your candles before they blow themselves out.
Oh. Donkey's just going, look at that. Delicious. This is delicious. All right. We just cleaned up outside here. We lost a float a year. Got a little deflated there with the fun. Cleaned it for dinner. It's been a good night. So I'm closing today's video. Good, fun family time. So thanks for coming along. All right. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.